Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Justin Fields, definitely a plus for us to make Ravens prepare for two QBs. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin said this week that quarterback Justin Fields certainly could have a role in Saturday's playoff game against the Ravens, and Fields said on Tuesday that he will be ready for anything the coaching staff has in mind. Fields said he is always preparing like I'm playing and that he will be set to hit the field in Baltimore. The Steelers have regularly talked about using Fields, but he's only played 13 snaps since Russell Wilson took over as the starter in Week 7, so the talk has rarely amounted to much substance. Fields thinks that the talk about using him can still benefit the Steelers, however. I think for me, just being able to utilize with my legs and stuff, that causes the defense to watch film on that, really just waste time on it whether we're planning on running it or not, Fields said, via the team's website. So, I think it's definitely a plus for us. The Steelers should be open to anything that can give their offense a spark after closing the regular season with 4 straight losses, but their reluctance to roll the dice with Fields over the last couple of months suggests that they're more likely to sink or swim with Wilson at the helm. First call, Justin Fields on his chances for snaps versus Baltimore. Broderick Jones wanted Ravens rematch. Wednesday's first call has Justin Fields' assessment of his chances of getting on the field in some form this week against the Baltimore Ravens. A Steelers offensive lineman says this is the playoff rematch that he wanted going into Week 18. A former Steeler is under consideration for the New England Patriots coaching job. Zay Flowers' health seems to be status quo in Baltimore. And Pittsburgh's other two D1 college basketball teams hope for better results on Wednesday than Pitt got Tuesday night at Duke. Getting a look, former Steeler Byron Leftwich is under consideration for the New England Patriots head coaching job. That's according to Mike Jones of The Athletic. The ex-NFL quarterback was the offensive coordinator on Bruce Arians' staff when now-retired Patriots legend Tom Brady won a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. Leftwich was fired by the Buccaneers at the end of the 2023 campaign and spent the entire 2024 season out of football. The Pats fired former linebacker Jared Mayo after just one season on the job. Mayo had replaced 6-time Super Bowl champion Bill Belichick. Another former Steeler and Patriot, Mike Vrabel, is also believed to be a candidate for that job. The former Tennessee Titans coach is expected to interview for the position Thursday, according to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. Broderick wants Baltimore. Last week, I wrote that Steelers fans and media members should prefer a rematch with the Baltimore Ravens in Week 1 of the playoffs as opposed to a trip to Houston. Not from a competitive standpoint, of course. Playing the Ravens again is a much taller task than visiting the Texans. But in terms of playing in a game with more interest, higher stakes, and a greater emotional reward with a postseason win for the first time since 2016, those intangibles certainly are more present if the Steelers can pull off a substantial upset at M&T Bank Stadium on Saturday. Apparently, Steelers offensive lineman Broderick Jones agrees. Personally, I wanted to play the Ravens again, Jones said Tuesday via a post from the Steelers' LiveX account. I still got a bad taste in my mouth from last game, December 21st. I wanted to play them again. I'm glad we get to play them again. I just want to go out there and do what I can to help. Nothing more. The last loss to the Ravens that Jones referenced was a rough one for the Steelers' offense. They fell 34-17, managing just one scoring drive in the second half. Aside from a third-quarter TD, the Steelers' other 5 second-half possessions ended with 3 punts, 1 failed fourth-down conversion and a pick-six by Baltimore's Marlon Humphrey. Quarterback Russell Wilson was sacked 3 times and had to scramble 3 other times. The offense went just 4-11 on third and fourth-down conversion attempts. Many Steelers fans are calling for head coach Mike Tomlin to use backup quarterback Justin Fields in some specialty packages in an effort to shake up the team's stagnant offense. On Monday, Tomlin seemed open to the suggestion. "I'm certainly open to utilizing Justin," Tomlin said. He has an awesome skill set. We've done some of that in the past. We've done less of it in recent weeks. He experienced an injury a couple of weeks back, so that slowed some of that. But, certainly in an effort to win this game, I am open to any combination or combinations of the division of labor in an effort to do so. I'm certainly open to that as we develop plans this week. If Tomlin is planning to follow through on that notion, the word hasn't gotten to Fields yet. I'm not sure. We'll see, Fields told reporters Tuesday. Always preparing the same. Preparing like I'm playing. So, if my number is called, I'll be ready to go. Fields hasn't played since suffering an abdominal injury on December 15 in Philadelphia. He was inactive for the next 2 weeks against Baltimore and the Kansas City Chiefs. But the 25-year-old says he is healthy now. If he is called upon in this game against the Ravens, Fields thinks he can help the cause. Being able to utilize my legs and stuff like that just causes the defense to have to watch film on that, Fields said. They have to really just waste time on it, whether we're planning on running it or not. So I think it's definitely a plus for us. Fields was also asked what he thought he showed the Steelers and the rest of the league when he was a starter over the first 6 weeks of the season. I show what I showed. I'm just getting better each and every day. That's what I'm focused on now, Fields said. Fields will become a free agent after this season ends, his first with the Steelers. He spent 2021-23 with the Chicago Bears. Will flowers bloom? The vibe in Baltimore seems to be that Pro Bowl wide receiver Zay Flowers is unlikely to play against the Steelers with a knee injury. Insider reveals his thoughts about Mike Tomlin's future with Steelers. The speculation around Mike Tomlin's future with the Pittsburgh Steelers has resurfaced, echoing similar discussions from last season. While some NFL teams are reportedly eyeing potential opportunities to acquire the veteran coach, a separation between Tomlin and the Steelers seems unlikely, especially considering his early success in leading the team to a Super Bowl victory in just his second year at the helm. NFL insider Ian Rappaport recently shed light on the situation during his appearance on The Dan Patrick Show. When asked to complete the hypothetical scenario, if the Steelers get blown out against the Ravens, Rappaport was direct in his response, "I don't think anything happens to Mike Tomlin." However, Rappaport did suggest that a significant loss to the Baltimore Ravens might prompt the Steelers to reevaluate their quarterback situation for the upcoming season. Earlier predictions had pointed to Russell Wilson as a potential solution to Pittsburgh's offensive struggles, but his late-season performance has cast doubt on that possibility. The upcoming wild card matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens this weekend could prove pivotal in settling these discussions. Despite the Steelers' recent offensive woes over the past 4 weeks, this game carries the potential for a major upset. The matchup presents an interesting paradox. While the Steelers' recent form might suggest a foregone conclusion, Lamar Jackson's historically challenging postseason performances add an intriguing element to the equation. The Ravens' quarterback has often struggled to maintain his regular season brilliance in playoff situations, opening the door for potential surprises. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Mike Tomlin? Leave your opinion in the comments.